What happens when a delivery robot gets yeeted into the wilderness and ends up raising a baby goose? No, it's not a Pixar fever dream. It's the wild robot, and this mechanical mama is about to turn the forest into her daycare. A cargo ship sinks during a storm, and a crate washes up on the shore of a remote island. Inside, a robot called wholesome Unit 7134, ROS for short. She powers on for the first time, alone, confused, and surrounded by wild animals who want nothing to do with her. ROS doesn't speak their language, doesn't understand their world, and they're honestly just trying to survive, not deal with some awkward robot lady stomping around. Every encounter ends with ROS either getting attacked or ignored like she's handing out flyers at a mall. Still, she keeps trying. Slowly, she learns how to move around without breaking everything, how to listen to the forest, and how to survive. She's not here to take over, just figure out who she is, and is immediately greeted by the beautiful sounds of panic, confusion, and nature trying to kill her. Every animal on the island is looking at her like she's about to steal their snacks. ROS, hello. I am wholesome Unit 7134. Forest animals. We don't speak Bluetooth, lady. Get out of here. Imagine showing up to a party where you don't know anyone. You're wearing the wrong outfit, and also, you're a 6-foot-tall talking microwave. Yeah, that's ROS right now. The animals run, scream, and even attack her. She's a walking threat. A big hunk of metal moving awkwardly through a world made of fur, feathers, and fear. ROS doesn't fight back. She just watches, listens, and learns. As she starts exploring, we see how alien she is to this world. She slips down muddy hills. She scares a family of raccoons just by standing up. ROS hears strange sounds, cracking, crying, something, helpless. She follows the noise and finds a goose nest, smashed, broken. Predator attack, maybe, eggs destroyed. But then, one tiny, trembling egg remains, cracked, but not shattered. Early on, the fox, think, is a threat. Hungry, cunning, always circling. He tries to snatch Brightbill while he's small and helpless. ROS catches him mid-sneak like. Back up, you budget Scarface. Think runs off, but he doesn't forget. And surprisingly, ROS doesn't hold a grudge. It hatches right in front of her, and out pops a tiny gosling, blind, shivering, calling out for a mother that'll never come. Baby bottle ROS, processing. Maternal instinct, exe activated. She could walk away. She's not a mother. She's not even a living thing. But ROS, this robot who's been trying so hard to understand the island, decides she won't let this baby die. ROS just hit. She names him Brightbill, because he has, well, a bright yellow bill. Single mother, zero manuals. ROS has no idea what she's doing. Feeding Brightbill is trial and error, mostly error. Her idea of a bedtime routine is standing very still while he nestles in her metal chest. Think gradually changes. He stops hunting Brightbill, starts watching from a distance. Then, one day, he warns ROS about danger nearby. This fox really went from I'ma eat your son to I got your six, mama. Peak character development. Think even helps protect Brightbill when ROS can't be around, acting like that shady uncle who used to be a criminal but now teaches street smarts at career day. It's not a full-on Disney redemption arc with hugs and a group song, but the fox earns his respect. He's proof that even the wildest instincts can shift when someone like ROS sets the example. As Brightbill grows, ROS starts helping more creatures. She fixes a squirrel's tree branch, clears rocks from a turtle's path, and even assists some beavers with their dam like she's a volunteer at Home Depot. She basically goes from Terminator in the woods to Bob the Builder, but make it nature edition. So after ROS decides to raise Brightbill, she realizes she can't just be standing out in the rain with a gosling sleeping on her foot like a malfunctioning Roomba. They need a home. But ROS? She's built for logistics, not architecture. And baby Brightbill? He's helpful, if you count chirping and pooping as a skill set. Then enters Fink the fox, the unlikely contractor at first. But after ROS spares him and shows him kindness, the dude actually grows a conscience. Now he's like, I still don't like anyone, but I owe you one. Think instructs Roz where to get the best supplies. Sticks, moss, and even thick vines for structure. He's sneaky enough to steal the best stuff from rival animals. Basically, forest black market. Think out here being the shady supplier who says, "Don't ask where I got this bark from." Meanwhile, Loudwing the duck brings that loud girlfriend energy. You know, she doesn't do anything, but she sure yells a lot while others are constructing. She shows Roz how to insulate the nest with soft grass and mud. She nags Roz about airflow, temperature, and even what direction to face the entrance. Roz listens to all of it. She's basically downloading Duck Home 101. In real time, Loudwing can't lift a twig, but she can give you a TED Talk on proper nest feng shui. Bit by bit, they build it. A shelter tucked into the trees, reinforced with vines, cushioned with moss, and perfectly designed for Roz's tall frame and a growing gosling. Honestly, she could sell this as an Airbnb. Brightbill was growing fast. His wings and beak grew, his voice louder, and his curiosity endless. But he was smaller than the other geese. And Roz, she knew what was coming. One day, he'd have to fly. Not just for fun, not for the thrill, but to survive. Roz didn't have wings. She didn't know what it felt like to fly. But she could learn. She could observe. Because if there's one thing Roz was built for, it was learning how to adapt. Roz and Bill give the flying thing a try for the first time. They hit the ground like a furry sack of potatoes. But hey, that's how we all learn. Until one day, she brought him to the cliff. And he flies, though not perfectly, but he does it for the first time. Brightbill looked at the sky, took a deep breath, and flew. He didn't quite fly. He soared. Roz does give up. She brings Thunderbolt, a legend when it goes to flying. She brings an eagle, builds tiny ramps, and hoops from trees. She's out here building a forest version of Top Gun flight school. She turned sticks into simulators, trees into runways, and her awkward little gosling? He kept trying, kept flapping, kept getting back up. Not because he was born for it, but because someone believed in him. Roz wasn't just a machine. She was a mother. Roz thought to herself internally, flight training successful. My son can fly. And somewhere in her quiet circuits, Roz felt something that couldn't be programmed. Love. But migration season comes, and with it, the decision. Brightbill wants to leave, wants to find where he belongs. Roz knows she can't stop him. She raised him to fly, but no one warned her how much it would hurt to watch. The animals gather. Brightbill takes off, soaring high above the island. Roz watches silently, proud, alone. Her little goose, now a full-blown sky warrior. He flew off like Simba on a gap year. Meanwhile, Roz is back at home trying not to cry in binary. After the migration, Brightbill returns and can't find Roz. But after a while, she finds her about to be taken by the real villains of the story. A large spaceship. This spaceship has been trying to track down the missing Rosum unit bots that went missing after the crash. And they have finally located Roz, the only surviving robot. The recovery units have come upgraded. Sleek, black, military-grade robots sent to locate and retrieve Roz, the missing Rosum unit from that crash so long ago. And their orders? Bring her back no matter what. The animals panic. The forest shakes. Roz tries to reason with the units, but they don't care that she's a mother now, or part of the forest. She's property to them. To them, she's just a machine. To the island, she's a hero. The animals rally. Think the fox, the beavers, the bear, even the raccoons who never liked Roz at first all fight back, because if it wasn't for her all of them would have frozen in the extreme winter. It's chaos. Metal clashes with claws and beaks. But the robots are too strong. They push forward and even cause more than half the forest to burn. But the animals work together and bring down a tree that falls, splashing water in the river. Roz steps out, surrenders, not to give up, but to protect the island. I am not a threat, she says, as they surround her, but I will not let you harm my home. They came to take a robot, but what they found was a mother. Roz is taken, damaged, but alive. The animals are heartbroken. You built her to deliver packages. She delivered a war with nature. Roz promises to return. Brightbill goes to the factory, wraps his wings around her, and the animals cheer cause their plan to restore their friend is a success. She's not just the wild robot anymore. She's the island's protector, their mother, their friend, their legend. So yeah, if your Amazon package ever grows a heart and raises a goose, just know you're in the wild robot.